I'm always this strong and I'm always this very confident. But when I share my story, an ectopic pregnancy to a miscarriage, and wherever my boy is, he always knew that I loved him. Women need to understand, there's so many things that can happen to you until you start believing in yourself that, yeah, it's true, I could be bewitched. After Sally's birth, I suffered fistula because for me, it was purely negligence from doctors. Then I had to go for a corrective surgery. And my baby needs to breastfeed. You're still healing from all this. Faced my darkest moments. There are times where I didn't want the curtain open. I didn't want to leave my bedroom. I didn't want to shower. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want anything. And also for me, when people see my designs, they know where it's coming from. It's coming from strength. It's coming from giving myself a second chance.
Okay.
I have locks. There's nothing dread about locks. Actually, I don't chase trends. For me, it's about honoring my ancestry. It's about honoring our traditions. So when I create, I always create from a point of heritage.
This is a normal day.
It's a normal day. And people ask me,
So a video that you were saying you created some pieces from sufurias.
Yes, what you're wearing now.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Zoom in.
What you're wearing now.
This is beautiful.
Even the ring.
Welcome to yet another episode of Be That Woman podcast, where we have live conversations with women talking about money, business, and self-development conversations. Yet again, I want to say thank you for all 10,000 plus subscribers. How we got here in 7 months, ni God anajua. But thank you all for just following us and just believing in the dream. And I hope you've been learning something up to this far. And speaking about learning, today's episode is powered by Tusker Cider. Thank you so much to our partners for this new season, Tusker Cider, who have sponsored these conversations with bold and evolving women. So as you can see, our set looks very lovely. So grab your Tusker Cider and ensure you enjoy your crisp, chilled flavors. Also to just shout out Glee Hotel, where we're shooting our podcast from. Glee have been very kind to give us different spaces. So if you've not visited Glee, you need to be here for the holidays because they have great offers going on. And actually, they have Black November offers. So probably you're wondering why I am dressed so fashionably, eh? Our Johnny Zoya looking this good, but stay with me so you can understand. So on today's episode, I'm sitting with a woman who is bold, unapologetic, and unforgettable. And also she redefines fashion, not just in Kenya, but across Africa and globally. I want you to meet our very amazing guest who is turning culture into couture. Join me in welcoming the beautiful, amazing Charity Nduta Kiarie, famously known as Kiarie Afrika.
Thank you so much, Joy. Wow, what an introduction. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming to the podcast, and you look lovely.
Thank you.
So, yeah. So in case you couldn't tell, we are dressed by Kiarie Afrika today, eh? Please, I'm saying it on set so that we have witnesses.
Yes. It's a Kenyan thing.
Yes. I'm like, we are threatening you, but not threatening you.
Yes.
Thank you so much, and you look lovely as well.
Thank you so much, Joy. I'm excited to be here. Very excited.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you always look like this on a daily?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. Fortunately, yes. This is one of my strengths, to look good.
Yes.
And to look like an African and to represent myself in the best way I can. So today is on a Wednesday. You can meet me looking like this on a Monday in downtown Nairobi, and people are looking at me and wondering, why are you dressed like this on a Monday?
What's the occasion?
So this is me. The occasion is Monday. Is waking up.
Thank you. Waking up is a whole occasion.
Yes.
And we were just talking offset about who said extra? What is extra? What is being extra? I mean, if you feel like you're glamorous and you want to be who you are, do it, Yes. So I feel like I need to start dressing like this also, eh? On
you
Mondays.
Need to step up.
I need to step up. Mambo ya dera niache kando.
I think, and what I feel, first and foremost, this is Charity of Kiarie Afrika. And Kiarie is just my surname. You've heard I'm Charity Nduta Kiarie. So Kiarie is my brand name, and Kiarie in my native language means something big, broad, diverse. So when I was looking for a brand name, I thought, but I already have a name which explains so much and tells so much.
Right.
So that's why I just went for my surname, Kiarie Afrika, because Africa is so diverse, it's so broad, it's so big, there's so much to offer from Africa. So, I mean, going about being extra, I think it's just a conditioning. Because when you look at our ancestors, they were just our ancestors. They just looked the way they looked, normal. There was nothing extra. So looking like this shouldn't be termed as extra. It should just be a normal way of life, normal way of how Africans used to dress. It's only that we have been conditioned to forget who we were.
That's true.
Yes.
That's really true.
Yeah. And that's why it's very strange when people meet me and they look at me like I'm not supposed to be existing in Africa. Yet I look like African.
You look like an alien in
Yes, and they're like, oh, maybe you should be in America. And I'm like, no, but I am African. I want to be in Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like how you pointed out on heritage, because this is who we are. This is what we are in Africa.
Yes.
And we need to embrace it more other than westernizing everything. And I know we'll get to fast fashion because I really want to talk about that. And how we are conditioned to be like, that cloth, you've worn it too many times. I'm
Yes.
like, come on.
It's bad.
It's bad. It's terrible.
bad, yes.
So do people ever call you Charity?
Yes, when you send me M-Pesa, yes, I can give the number if you send me M-Pesa.
Good answer.
I mean, so my clients, when they pay up, they'll have to get the name Charity. Because also Charity has a very deep meaning.
Right.
So for me, I'm also very okay with Charity. And most people ask me, because you're decolonizing yourself and your mind, why go with the name Charity? Because also when it comes to decolonizing our names, we can't change our names, especially we millennials.
Right.
I mean, it will mean going back to changing all our documents, from your birth certificate to your, or everything you've ever earned, whether it's campus you went, whether it's you graduated.
Right.
So that's a whole process. We know our systems and how they are. And how they are. So for me, it was more about what I can change moving on forward. So that's why I introduced myself as Charity, because that name, I'll still carry it.
Exactly.
But it's more of what you see and how I represent myself. It's not more about a name.
A name.
Because I've met people who don't even have an English name, but the way they represent themselves,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even in an African way. So, and then for me, moving on forward, I say the next generation that comes from me, I will definitely make a change. So, like, for example, our 10-year-old daughter doesn't have an English name.
Ooh.
Yes.
What's her name?
Her name is Asali.
Ooh, honey.
Honey.
Period.
Yes, and she's beautiful as honey and she's sweet as honey.
Wow, actually, I've never had someone being called honey.
Yes, Asali.
Asali, literally. Oh, it's
Yes.
such a beautiful name.
And people still turn everywhere we go and she said, oh, she's Asali. Oh, that's her nickname.
They're
It's
like, what?
No, that's her name.
How did you think about that?
Well, we were looking at names and we were actually guided by Kenyan names and African names, Swahili names. But we looked at Asali and we thought, and we didn't even know we were going to get a girl, but we thought if we get a child, because then we were coming from a very tough and difficult journey of motherhood and childbirth. So we had decided that if we get a child, we're going to need to name her something very sweet, because it will be more like a thank you or like a blessing from the heavens.
Right.
Yeah, because I had gone through a very difficult experience of childbirth. Yeah, from losing my firstborn son at 4 days after birth, to suffering an ectopic pregnancy, to a miscarriage. So I knew this pregnancy with my daughter, I didn't know it was a daughter. I mean, I told God, if you give me this child, even the name, I'll start with the name.
Right.
Yeah, and she came and she was a girl, beautiful as ever, beautiful as always. And Asali was here.
I love it. How old is she?
She's 10 now. Yes, she's 10.
She's your best friend.
She's, yeah.
I can tell.
We are told not to say children are not perfect, but she can be close to that.
Right.
Because again, I thought when you say something is not perfect, it's more about our projections anyway. Yeah, so it's a huge blessing also to be a mother, to walk through the journey of motherhood, and also to encourage also other women out there. Because when people see me, they think I'm always this strong and I'm always this very confident. But when I share my story, especially when it comes to what women go through,
right,
then women are like, oh, so I can also rise. So I can also move from this and also rise again. And yeah, It is possible.
And you're brave for talking about it.
Yeah.
Because so many people suffer in silence and they think that these are taboos, just talking about them. And now I want to talk about your journey in motherhood especially.
Yeah.
Because you've mentioned you lost your first son, and I'm so sorry about that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
And so how was this journey for you, especially mentally, being that it's your first child? How was it for you?
Honestly, if someone was to ask me to summarize it in one word, I don't think I would ever have one word, because it is one of the most breaking points for a woman. Any woman who's ever done motherhood and gone through child loss, it is, if it didn't break you, then it means you have a greater purpose in this life. Because it means that you've lost something from inside you. So you've lost a part of you. And the thing about grief is that I hear people talk about grief, and it's very individual, it's very personal. And I would be lying if I sat here and said that I have healed from that. No. It's only that we just decide and make a decision and say, you know what? I can brave myself to see another day, and there's a beautiful future ahead. But I know every mother mourns for their lost child.
Right.
And there's so many triggers. You might go see a boy and they tell you their age and you're like, my boy would be this age by now. So there are triggers all over. But then it is remembering that there are women who've gone through it and there are women who've come up strong. So it's not the end of the world, but it's bad. Like I would advise for counseling, going for therapy, a very good support system from your family and friends. So when you have a woman who's going through this, they need our support and love.
Right.
Yeah, and also now giving yourself another chance. Because most women who go through a child loss, they're very afraid or scared to even try it again. And for me, I did it again and again until Asali came. Yeah. And I can tell people there's always light
at the end of the tunnel.
There is, yeah, because you see, we have Supreme who is out there, who sees all of it, and he knows all of us. He knows you, he knows me, he knows everybody in this room, he knows everybody in this world, and he knows you. He knows your heart desires. He knows what you want. If it's a child you're craving for, in his own timing, not our own timing, because again, that is something about humans. Yes. Humans can be.
We want to dictate. I want this now.
Humans can be a bit of. We have a bit of a funny character where we want to dictate how our life moves. And I loved when you were opening this podcast. You said how you've grown in the 7 months. It's only God.
It's only God.
You can only explain it that
100%.
way. Yes. So it's the same even for mothers who've lost children, who've gone through loss, even through miscarriage, ectopic, and all this.
Right.
So it's always God. And I feel the most strength comes from God. There's a strength that God has given women to overcome. Yeah. And grace yourself for another day.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you look forward for more beautiful days.
Better days
always
better days.
Come.
Yeah. And I really want to, I'm sorry that I'm dwelling on this, but I really feel like so many women would love to just hear from your experience. How was it for your partner? Because so many times it takes a huge toll on your relationship because you as a mom, maybe you feel like you failed.
Yes.
So how was it? How did you both deal with it?
I would say he gave me so much support and he helped me so much. And I think that is what most women need, to know that they are not alone. Of course, at some point as a woman, you take most of the blame. You blame yourself.
For the miscarriage.
Yeah. And you start now thinking, no, there must be something wrong with me. At some point, most women even conclude and say, you know what, I think I'm bewitched.
Yeah, I've had that. I don't know, the red what? What is it
the
called?
red dye. You start blaming everybody,
things.
your in-laws, everybody around you. It's my friend who's never given birth now. She doesn't want me to be a mother before her. You start going back, or it's my grandmother, maybe, so many things. But once you have a good support system,
right,
you will. I mean, he was always there. And when I faced my darkest moments, there are times where I didn't want the curtain open. I didn't want to leave my bedroom. I didn't want to shower. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want anything. He'll always make sure that he comes during lunchtime to check on me or send someone. If it's not him, my mom would come. If it's not my mom, it's my sister. If it's not my sister, it's a friend. They always made sure I was with someone.
Yeah.
Because at that particular time, and to be very honest, even most women become suicidal.
That's true.
Yeah, you will. It's for me, the reason why I tell my story with this confidence and very open, because I know women for the longest time have been judged. We actually don't speak about such stories because the society is waiting for you to just go through this, and then they judge. No,
you.
we knew it. Oh, it's this tight clothes you've been wearing.
Thank you.
We had
She's
told
not
you
been
about this
working
man.
out.
Yes, all sorts of things you hear, and you're like, you know what? Maybe I am to blame. But deep down, there are those people who stand with you and tell you it's not your fault. And when you understand death, because I also feel we don't understand death and loss, but I'm glad I understood it in a very deep way. So that also helped me. So for me, I had a very good support system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's important also just to have these discussions with your partner just through the entire process,
Yes.
even after. And you mentioned therapy as well and getting counseling. Because I think sometimes it's important to just talk to someone.
Yeah.
Because you can't figure out everything by yourself.
No, we can't.
We cannot.
We can't. We need the spirit of togetherness, the spirit
Yeah.
of knowing that in this life, there's a reason why God put us in this planet together, for us to, tackle issues and maneuver it together, because it's hard. It's hard to be in this side of the world, the system and all that. And it's always good to go for therapy, even both you and your partner, because he also suffered loss. There's also that mentality where, he's the man. The man
He's
don't
gonna
go
be
through it.
fine.
Yeah, he's going to be fine. No. Because he was also, making of the baby, he was involved. Remember, he's the seed giver.
You're the receiver.
You're the receiver. And women, you need to understand being the receiver, because it's so many things that have changed in our world and our times that women have forgotten that we actually excel more when we receive. Yeah, women are actually more in their power when they receive more.
Yeah.
Because when you pour yourself out too much, then eventually you'll be left empty. Yeah, so therapy helped us a lot. And also talking about it. Do you know talking helps? Talking is therapy.
Your friends, lean into your friends,
Yes.
family as well.
Yeah. And for me, I would say I had friends who just let me express myself the way I want. If I wanted to cry, if I wanted to scream, if I wanted, they allowed me. They allowed me.
Right.
And of course, there are those silent days where it's at night.
You just want your time by
Yeah.
yourself.
And then some, like for me, I held on to some of his clothes. And it takes time to even let them go. But I kept some. Because I told myself, one day I'm going to be strong and I'm going to look at these clothes and I'm not going to cry. And if I cry, it's okay. But I'm going to tell myself I did my best. And wherever my boy is, he always knew that I loved him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And we're sending so many hugs to you.
Thank you.
I feel like I want to hug you right now, but I may start
Thank you.
crying.
No. We can't start a podcast with tears. No, please, no.
But we're sending so much love to all you moms, who've just battled this in silence, child loss,
Yes.
ectopic pregnancy, miscarriage. Yeah, give yourself grace. Take it as it comes. There are hard days, there are better days.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
It is okay. And women need to understand. There's so many things that can happen to you until you start believing in yourself that, yeah, it's true, I could be bewitched. Because my journey never stopped there. Because even after Sally's birth, I suffered fistula. I've shared this on some podcasts. I've even in forums, I've spoken to forums where we have women who've lived with fistula in shame.
So for someone wondering, what's fistula?
So what I suffered is I suffered a very deep tear during birth. So I ended up the perennial tear, and I ended up with something they call rectovaginal fistula, where there's a very deep tear all the way to the perineum, to the anus.
Yeah.
Because, and again, we have to speak about our systems. I don't know if I'm allowed to speak this, because
Yes.
for me it was purely negligence from doctors.
Oh, no.
There was no other explanation. It was purely negligence from doctors.
That's terrible.
And it's also because when it comes to childbirth, it's something we also have to speak about. I feel like Africans need to go back to how sacred childbirth was. We've commercialized it so much to a point of, if a woman decides to give birth naturally, you will get so much neglect even from the nurses and doctors, because for them, they want to push you to a CS.
That's true.
So when you decide to give birth naturally, they won't offer, most hospitals, some hospitals do, but most hospitals, they won't offer you the help you need. So they won't take it, you won't go through it.
Is it because
like
of the
normal,
money?
It's the money aspect and our broken systems. Because you see, childbirth is a natural thing.
Right.
But we've made it look so superficial that these days when you say you gave birth naturally, everybody's looking at you like, what?
Why?
In 2025, why?
Yeah, why are you going through the pain?
Yes, and yet statistics has shown us that even in America, the African American women are now choosing to give birth more at home with dollars, with midwives, because they feel safer there, because they've suffered so much loss in hospitals when giving birth. But nobody wants to talk about this because, again, it's politicized very much. But I feel for me, in my case, it was purely doctors' negligence. But the best thing about me is that I was enlightened. After I was discharged and went home, I told my mom, this can't be right. This is not childbirth because I've given birth before. And we all agreed this can't be childbirth. So I went back to hospital 5 days later. And after examination, they told me I had suffered that kind of fistula, ectovaginal fistula. Then I had to go for a corrective surgery. And my baby needs to breastfeed. You're still healing from all this.
Goodness. Wow.
Yes. And I know women have been suffering in our hospitals in silence. And it's sad because we have women reps, we have Ministry of Health, we have all, and people are not talking about it.
That's true.
And people are not talking about it to a point of we even now having men going to save women from maternal hospitals. And you wonder, why is even a man, where are the women who are representing us?
Yeah.
The system is broken.
Right.
Yes. And I can even urge men now, even in this podcast, anytime you have a sister, a wife, anyone, any female in your family giving birth, please go to those hospitals. Be there. Because our women are suffering alone in those rooms. Tell those doctors, no, we want to be here. We want to know everything you're doing to this.
Yeah.
Yes, be there, protect them.
And it's funny because most hospitals sometimes tell you, no, we just want one person or we don't even want anyone in the room.
No, it shouldn't be allowed. It shouldn't.
Yeah.
It shouldn't. We've had so many cases of women bleeding out in delivery rooms. We've made it look so bad to a point of the generation that is there now, they're even afraid of now.
Oh, that's true.
Ever becoming mothers because the stories are horrific.
Yeah.
Yes, but they are very victorious stories like my story. Even after going through that, I am a very happy mother.
You are.
Yes.
And you're so brave and courageous to even share your story openly.
Yes.
Yeah, because knowingly or unknowingly, like so many people I feel have just been touched by this story.
Yeah.
Myself included.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we just see lit up Kiarie. We don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, and mothers are very strong also.
They are.
So as you've said, gentlemen who are watching this, definitely just give grace where you need to give grace. Be there in the hospitals. Just be present.
Yes.
Walk with them. Yeah. You never know what someone is going through.
No.
Yeah. And congratulations on Asali. I know she's a blessed child.
Yeah, she is.
She is. Asali,
She is.
if you'll watch this sometime later,
Yes.
you have an amazing mother.
I know. She knows that.
She knows.
Yes, she
you
does.
tell her.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing that, Kiarie Afrika. And I feel like if you want to know more, I don't know if women want to know more, they can reach out to you how you just got yourself out of the rabbit hole. And
Yeah.
yeah.
And I would say, just to, when we ended up on that, is that the reason why I also love to share my personal story is because I also want people to connect with me more than just a brand.
Right.
Because I'm still human. I'm a woman. I'm a mother. Because sometimes someone would come, they want to buy a piece from me, but maybe it's not more about what they're buying from you, it's what they can get from you now as a person. Because I think also we have commercialized our work so much that we never connect as human beings.
That's true.
By the end of the day, we are human beings. So for me, I've made friends from clients. Like, clients have bought from me and then they've heard my story. I had this person. Can I talk to you? Do you have a moment?
Right.
And we just started as a business, like buying from me. And then they had the story. They're like, you mean you've gone through this? And they've, so that's how I even get invited for forums and even to talks. Because it's something we are missing. And social media has also lied to us that once we connect on social media, that's it.
Exactly.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And we've realized, no, we need a community.
And we're losing the human interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this is human interaction, and
Exactly.
we need to be encouraging more of this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, that's why I share my story beyond my brand. And also for me, when people see my designs, they know where it's coming from. It's coming from strength. It's coming from giving myself a second chance, like from showing up again for myself and even for other women who are watching me. Yeah.
And you inspire so many people. Yeah.
I hope so. We all hope to do it.
Yeah.
Like you're doing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah.
I want to talk about your childhood and how you grew up. It's interesting because actually I'm now intrigued to know more about you before we come to the fashion.
Yes.
So talk to us about what was your biggest highlight growing up? I know we were talking offset of how your mom was a pillar of strength
Yes.
through your growing up.
Yes.
So I want to hear, how was it for you as a child growing up?
Well, you know this saying where when you go to a funeral where they say there's that always sentence that says they grew up like every other child. No, I've always said I disagree with that sentence because I didn't grow up like any other child. I grew up like me.
Yes.
Like my own mother's child. And I grew up as a very free girl. People always see my photos and they're like, you mean at 12 years you didn't have hair? Yes. I shaved my hair bald when I was 12 years old. My mother allowed me.
Why?
Because I couldn't understand the pain that was associated with hair from the blow dries. And we grew up in a time where before blow dries, there was something in 𝐀𝐜𝐜𝐬 we used to call 𝐺𝐻𝐵. The one put on a stove.
Oh,
The comb.
yes, that's hot comb.
The hot comb. I have it has been done to me.
Yeah.
And then the braiding was also very painful. I hated blow dries. I wondered, okay, so what is this hair? Why is it associated with pain? And then our cultures never made it better because I know in Kikuyu there's a saying where sayaga. So if you want beauty, don't even cry, don't even speak about the pain.
What?
So every time you go to the salon, even if it was so painful, you just be there seated.
Taking it all
Yes,
in.
taking it all in your. So for me, I told my mom one day, and it was interesting because she was giving us money to go to the salon. I told my mom, you know what? I'm not going to that salon. I would rather just go to the kinyozi and get a haircut. And I had very good hair, by the way. I had very good hair.
Right.
So my sister, it was interesting because my sister got the money for the salon. I remember I got 30 shillings to go to the kinyozi. And my mom didn't even object.
Yeah.
I didn't get the lecture of, you're a girl, you must have hair.
That's true. Nakaa kama mwanaume.
Yes, unataka kama mwanaume. Tutakuwa unakaa tu kama vijana.
Exactly.
No, she didn't. She actually allowed me because I felt there has to be another way of how we see our hair.
Right.
Yeah, because I felt like for a girl, your hair had to define you. But later on, I realized no. Because even when I looked at some of my ancestors, they didn't have hair. They were bald. So for me, I was very confused.
And you said, let's cut it all off.
Yes, let's cut it all off. And
Yeah.
lucky for me, my mom agreed because I know during the 90s when we were growing up, we grew up in the era where everybody had to look the same. Yeah.
That's true.
So for people to see me as Kiarie today is because my mom shaped me in that way of always being me and standing out. If people were to see photos of us and my sister during Christmas
Please
is about
share
to
with
come.
us.
Oh gosh. First and foremost, those clothes were colonial. Those clothes were bad that used to dress. I used to see girls dressed in. They were all bought in Garissa Lodge. I don't know why.
You.
Especially if you grew
Garissa
up
Lodge
around.
was a hotspot.
Yes, if you grew up around Nairobi. They all look the same. You look like a small, you're little, like it's a little, like a bride. The shoes were very uncomfortable because they had to come with some certain shoes. The hairstyles didn't help with the beads and all this braiding. So for us, you could pick us out, like you could single us out with my sister because most of the time we were in shorts. And to be very honest, like when I see young girls wearing we call them hot pants.
Yeah.
Me, I wore those in the 90s. And my mom didn't care.
Wow.
And we'd be in t-shirts. And I remember most of our photos, I would even be barefoot. So you were there looking very groomed in those dresses and the very well done hair. And here is Charity, bald. But by the time now, before I was 12, now even before, this is Charity with her hair. My mom loved Pussycat with a t-shirt, with shorts, and barefoot. And most of the time I would happen to be dirty. I don't know how it happened. Because my mom tells me I was a wanjakehe, and true to it, even in high school, I was a tomboy. When I meet the people I went to school with now, my peers, they're always like, is this the same Charity you went to high school with? Because I was more of a tomboy. I was in sports.
Right.
I would play handball. I would be in athletics. So to see them now in my family and stuff, they're like, hey,
things have changed.
Things have changed.
And I want to talk about how we have this hair that we always see. For see hair, nywele yangu ni ngumu. I'd rather not, let me just put on a wig. Still wool. Like, let's talk about it. Let's decolonize our mentalities out of this.
Wow, interesting. I think for Africans, the only way out will be first to decolonize our hair. Because I feel until to date, we're still very colonized when it comes to hair. Our hair is still very colonized.
Yes.
And I would say this because in most corporates, in most, and especially like companies, they will never hire you if you're not wearing a wig. I mean, even for the interview, you will never pass the interview without a wig.
I swear.
Yeah, there's an interview, you'd go and they tell you, can you go rush somewhere and buy a wig?
That's the notion that people have.
Because that is the standard beauty. Because I've always felt for the African beauty, we have always looked at it from a European point of view, not from our own. And that's why when you mentioned kinky hair, people saying it's still, that's why people used to damage their hair with all this chemical, because it's so hard. Unaambiwa paka chemical, itakuwa too straight, itakuwa ngumu. And then by the time you're in your 30s, first you don't have a hairline, your hair yote imeanguka. So you are now even in more trouble, because most of these chemicals were never even meant for black hair. It was never meant for African people hair. No, our hair is very sacred. Our hair is very different. And I don't know why people don't know the sacred point of view when it comes to our hair. It is only Africans who have hair that can stand up. You comb it in angalia juu. It's like an antenna, because it connects you even to the spiritual, to the other world. You've seen even white people. They have to apply all these sorts of glues in your nywele yao isimame.
So that, exactly.
Then here you are.
Changing to be that.
I mean, it's not even making sense anymore.
It's true. And let's talk about dreadlocks, because I can see now you also have dreadlocks.
I have,
what kind of mentalities do you get out here?
So first and foremost, I have locks. I don't have dreadlocks.
Okay.
I have locks. There's nothing dread about locks. Dread is also very colonial, because dread is a name to show it's something very almost disgusting, something that is almost unacceptable. There's nothing dread about dreadlocks. We are locked. We have locked hair, and it's a symbol of our ancestors. It's a symbol of rebellion, because for those who don't know, like the Mau Mau who fought for our freedom, most of them, I've always seen photos of them, they had locks.
Right.
Because it was a rebellion of until we get our freedom, we're not even shaving this hair. We are just leaving it like the way it is, because that's how the locks were formed, the free-formed locks, not these ones of these days where they get wax. You have to use wax and all that. So first, there's nothing dread about locks. We just locked our hair. Yes. So of course, for me, I've gotten all sorts of names. Some are very barbaric. They'll call you mungiki, tell you are very unkempt.
Right.
That hair needs a salon. That hair needs to be cut off. Why do you look like a Mau Mau fighter? Like, so, and then we have one. Now everybody now calls you Ajakoya. Anyone sees you with locks, Ajakoya.
Oh no, that's terrible.
So it means people are not okay with you just showing up with hair like this. You see how decolonized we are?
It is.
You see how colonized we are. Exactly. So we have to start decolonizing ourselves to a point of you walk with locks and people think you're okay.
Like this is normal.
This is normal.
Yeah.
Yes, but until to date, I always get these comments. And my dressing also doesn't help it. Because now when they look at the dressing, this one has to be,
Mungiki kabisa.
This one has to be in a cult, which we don't understand.
Oh no. I mean, like, let's embrace our culture. Yes. We have such a beautiful culture in Africa, and I don't know why we're always trying to change that to be something different.
Yeah.
So let's start with our locks.
We start with our locks, with our hair, and we don't even have to lock our hair, all of us.
Yeah.
It can be your afro, you can embrace your afro. You can be doing the cornrows.
You
can, I mean, there's so many styles.
The braidings look so good.
Very, very good. And also we must move away also from this notion of neat hair. Do you know women have been losing their hairline because of the notion of neat hair?
Because you want to do everything. You want to put gel.
Yes, and you see, like our hairline is something that shouldn't be touched. Even when you go to the salon, this is an advice I'm giving to the lady. Tell your hairdresser to even comb out your hairline first.
Asishike ukuta
Ailete
na kila
mbele
kitu.
before akushuke. Aache hairline.
Yeah.
That's why most of our mothers, I mean, starting with my own mother, they don't have hairline. Have you seen our mothers?
Exactly.
Out of 10 is only 2 would have a hairline or none. They no longer have their hairline. It has been damaged by the hair salon. The hairdressers have taken their hairline because of this very intense braiding, which was never meant for black people's hair.
Exactly.
So once we understand our hair and we know that it is okay for our hair to look like this, it is okay to even show up in office without combing your hair. Who said we must comb it? Who said it has to be very neat?
Who said?
Yes.
Who set the standards?
Yes, it was never our
Who
standards.
set the standards? Double standards.
It was never our standards.
Thank you.
So this thing of that's why we're saying it has to start with us decolonizing our minds, and also we need also to stop because we were told the problem is that our cultures were demonized. We were told our cultures were bad, they were backward. You know, you need civilization, and then the same people went and adopted the backwardness they're talking about. I mean, they came and took everything about our culture. And then yes, and I tell people go to our colonizers' homes and all that. All the artifacts that you people don't embrace, they're there. You will meet a white woman during the market day. She'll be carrying a kikapu. It's only an African woman who will show up in these very cheap, these bags that we go shop, these bags that you're given everywhere. And you wonder, you're coming to the market, you could have just come with a kiondo.
Let's even talk about that exactly, because now I think fast fashion has just made it, we're always running with times and trying to catch up. Like, you can't wear that cloth that I bought last week.
No.
Because standards have changed and they're like, that is old news. Now let's buy something new.
It's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, if you notice today, I came carrying a kiondo. So that kiondo I was carrying today, that's my handbag.
Right.
Because
I think people need to see it.
I mean, those are the kind of bags I carry.
That kiondo.
For me, every other day you meet me, I'm always in very big bags.
Yeah.
A kiondo is something that I always carry. And it's also because of the cultural background of even the kiondo. Which women, till today, we carry kiondos, but we've never understood the background of the kiondo. Yes. So this is my go-to-go bag. So I'll carry my jewelry here when I'm going to do deliveries and all that. So this one today is my handbag.
This is impressive.
This is a normal kiondo. So today this is my handbag. This is where you find my phones, my toiletries and all that. You'll find them in this. This is
a normal day.
It's a normal day. And people ask me, who kika shoshomze? Okay, like, so the shoshomze is my ancestor. So I don't know, because I don't think your ancestors carried a Gucci. You see, that's the other thing.
Yes. Oh, this is lovely.
So the people never understood the cultural background of a kiondo. So you've seen most kiondos around. And I'll tell you even why most of my accessories, like the neck piece you're wearing, is round. Okay. Because this represents the whole circle of life of how the African people came to be. And the reason why people don't know why it was open like this, because when it's being made, of course, there's that foundation. The foundation of a kiondo has to be something when you put it down, it stays still without falling. Because even in a house, if the foundation is not steady or is not stable, it will fall.
Exactly.
So actually, now the kiondo is very interesting to a woman because, again, this also represents your uterus and your womb. Yes.
Oh my goodness, I've never even thought about that.
It does. It does. So it's the whole circle of life.
Good to
and
know.
If you look at the kiondo, there's some like the straight lines going up when it's being woven, because it's the way the masculine and feminine come together. So the straight lines standing up actually represent the masculine, the man.
Wow.
So the man and woman come and meet up to now form a baby, to now continue with the circle of life. The whole family structure.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so deep.
It is. The kiondo is deep, by the way.
Right.
The cosmology of the kiondo It's deep. I was last Friday. There was a friend of mine called Vicky. She's based in Sweden. Vicky was doing a launch of her 𝐾𝐬𝐤𝐿, and the title of her event was Cosmology of the 𝐾𝐬𝐤𝐿. And we were seated. It was me and Agikuyu shaman talking about the whole 𝐾𝐬𝐤𝐿 weaving and why it's important, because it's the whole concept of how we came to be, of how the structure of the family goes. And for the women, that's why the reason why the 𝐾𝐬𝐤𝐿 is very important, because it should never actually be empty.
I've had something like that.
Yes, it should never actually be empty. And it shows. So, for example, I have this 𝐾𝐬𝐤𝐿. If I'm walking by around and I come across a vendor selling oranges, I'll bring a Sally some oranges. I might decide to buy a cabbage home. So it means when I'm coming back with goodies, with things for the family. Right. But now I see women walking in town, standing, holding their phone. They left home with only a phone.
The phone.
They don't even have a small purse. And they still want us to call them women and ladies. I mean, some of these things, I mean, we have to start having this uncomfortable, I call them uncomfortable conversations, but it's the truth.
It is the truth.
Yes, and we are women. Women were never meant to be empty. And that's why I said we are receivers. That's why even for the 𝐾𝐬𝐤𝐿, the reason why it's empty is because it's meant for you to receive. The same way the uterus receives the seeds and then it grows into a baby. Right. And then you have to carry the baby to term until 9 months. And then now that describes the whole 𝐾𝐬𝐤𝐿 when it's finished.
Wow.
Yeah, so people, because again, in Africa, we need to start.
I love that.
We need to start having a purpose for creating, not just creating.
Exactly.
Not just because there's a market out there waiting for you.
Yeah.
Not just for money.
Yeah.
We need to be creating with a purpose.
Yeah.
So the reason why I always say in Kiarie Afrika, just before Asali decided to call, I don't chase trends. For me, it's about honoring my ancestry. It's about honoring our traditions. So when I create, I always create from a point of heritage, from a point of culture, from a point of my lineage, from a point of my ancestry.
Right.
Yes.
Wow, that is so beautiful. I'm just having that sense of purpose because I feel like people get eroded in just chasing all these trends.
Yes.
And the trends are never ending. So it gets to a point that you don't even know why at first you were doing this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe there was a gap. Like I said, there was a gap. There was a market.
There's a market.
Yes.
Let me fill myself in there.
Yeah.
And I really want to come to Kiarie Afrika especially because I feel like you're doing amazing in the fashion world. And just before we get to that, I hope you guys are listening and you are following this conversation. And Kiarie, you are just amazing. I feel like I can take this conversation to 2 hours. So, msitulaumu if we go that much.
If we go that way, okay.
Yeah. Hey, up here. Yes, there. Sorry to interrupt normal programming, but I come to you with 3 fun facts. Did you know Tusker cider is made from red apple? Not just any apples, imported red apples. Fun fact number 2. Did you know Tusker cider is the first cider produced locally in East Africa, premiumly made in Kenya? Fun fact number 3. Did you know Tusker cider is predominantly considered a female's drink because of the crisp, fresh taste? And that, my friends, is Tusker cider. Drink responsibly because you'll be exploding with taste. Remember to grab your cider from the bar 𝐾𝐬. Get it chilled and crispy, and it is richly flavored. So you love it. Tell a friend to tell a friend and get it with your friends as the weekend is just right by the corner. All right, so Kiarie Afrika, I just wanted to get to you, especially on your brand. Who mostly inspires you? Are you your own inspiration? Because I can feel it.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. I am one of my biggest inspiration as the woman I am. And I also get inspiration from my ancestors. Because when I look at the women who were there before me, they inspire me a lot.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, they never had much, or like they were never in a world where we are in today. So it is my duty, actually I call it an obligation for me. It's like more of a continuity to honor them.
Has your family always been in fashion?
So this is interesting. My great-grandmother was a very cultured woman. Like even before her death, she died even never having worn clothes from outside Kenya. Like she was always this traditional 𝐾𝐜𝐬 woman who in 𝐾𝐜𝐬 we'll call her 𝐸𝐻𝐴kenywa, like very top rank 𝐾𝐜𝐬 woman. She even used to sing during Kenyatta's time. She used to sing for our first president,
Wow.
Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. So she was there back then. And so I remember most of the time when we went for family events, people used to tell me, you remind us of so-and-so. So her nickname was Nyadeve. So Nyadeve means that she wore, the one who wore jewelry, the one who wore ornaments.
Oh, I love
So every time we'd go, people would tell me, hey, you remind us of Nyadeve, you remind us. So I asked my dad, who is Nyadeve? And so my dad took me through because I never found her alive, but I hear stories of her. And then I was shown photos of her, the black and white photos. And I could see so much symbolism.
Resemblance, yeah.
So for me, in my generation, it's like more of a reincarnation of her.
Actually, that's the word I wanted to
Yes,
put in there.
it's a reincarnation of her now. But now in my day, because in every family lineage, there has to be a person. Even for you, there's a grandmother, maybe somewhere, who was once like you in their time.
Probably.
Yeah,
I need to ask my mom.
You should. That's why going back to our stories is important.
Yeah.
Because now you understand your journey. And that's how I understood that I didn't just find myself in this world of fashion.
Exactly.
I just didn't find myself in this world of creating. No. So for me, it's more of a lineage thing. And also I grew up with a very stylish mother, by the way. My mother was never a woman who chased trends. Like I said, we would never even be bought those clothes, those ugly clothes. I still call them ugly. I'll never change that. So she never also wore those clothes that every other woman wanted to wear.
Right.
She will even go to Mtumba and just mix clothes and match them and all that, and voila.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
have a masterpiece.
Yes. So that was her. So I grew up seeing her do that. So then, of course, there is that where you decide on what direction you want to take. And that's how Kiarie Afrika was created. And it's interesting because before Kiarie Afrika, I was Mabinti wa Afrika. It's a story behind it. Mabinti wa Afrika was a brand we had started with my sister. And we even had an outlet. We even had a shop where we would make African clothes and jewelry. But then my sister had to take a different route in her career. So she had to go back to school. So I was left alone. Because again, even for Mabinti, it was more of me who had, it was more of my idea. But we are both very stylish. But for her, she wanted to take a different route.
Okay.
So when she went back to school, I had to navigate alone now. And then now I created Kiarie Afrika. Now I moved now from Mabinti to Kiarie Afrika. And that's now I decided to define myself and more of my style and more of my creations. So I even now moved from clothes to jewelry.
Exactly. And I really want to talk about jewelry because I was just asking you offset. Do you have competitors? Because Kiarie Afrika's pieces are just different. Honestly, if you can't tell, you need to go on her page and just check out what this woman is doing.
Oh, interesting. I love that.
You're your own competitor.
Well, we have competition. Competition is always there.
It's always there.
Yeah. In fact, competition is healthy.
Yeah, it is.
Competition is good when it's healthy because there's also very unhealthy competition. Because by the end of the day, I'm always saying we are all in one mission of winning.
Exactly.
All of us we all want to win.
Yeah.
I want you to win. I want to win. But it becomes unhealthy where we don't want the other person to win.
Yeah.
So I would say competition is there. But there's one thing I learned is that when you just decide to create and not think about competition, you just move forward. And that's how I started creating. And for me, I can tell you, most of my old photos, if you were to see, I was very much into Maasai jewelry because it's only the Maasai that I thought had very bold jewelry.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's only the Maasai. And until to date, I can only say it's the only.
Unfortunately.
Yes. That's where you would go anywhere abroad and people will be like, are you Maasai?
Are you Maasai?
They think every Kenyan is Maasai. Because that has been more of our identity as Kenyans. Why? Because it is one of the tribes, like Samburu and Turkana, but it is which are more like marginalized tribes. But the Maasai have always been one of the tribes that have never left their cultures.
Very rich culture.
Very. And you can imagine all these trends that have come up, all the colonization that has happened, but the Maasais have defied and said, you know what?
We're standing by what we do. Yeah.
Which is a beautiful. So I learned so much from the Maasai. But then I needed to create something that I felt was more of my ancestry, which is 𝐾𝐜𝐬. But then I later learned that even in my in our culture, the Gikuyu culture, the Maasai and Agikuyu used to intermarry.
Right.
And when you observe most of the Maasai and Gikuyu cultural attires, even in older days, there's so much similarities. There is, like even wearing of the aluminium, wearing of the brass, wearing of the beads. There's so much similarities.
Right.
So for me, it was to come up now with a line where I wanted to merge that and now bring it to life in the modern world we are in.
And how long has it been?
Now for the jewelry, it's been from 2017. How long is that?
Wow. Oh my God. Almost 8 years.
Yes, because I mean, for the first neck piece I ever created, the round neck piece with feathers, that was in 2018. And it was my sister's wedding.
What?
That was the first time I wore my first creations of the neck piece.
Oh my goodness.
It was my sister's
and that's
wedding.
when you felt like, yes, this can be something.
Is it. This can be something.
Yeah.
And I know you will get imitations. You'll have people coming over you, trying to copy you. But I learned something. We went to a class which was offered by British Council, and we went to a class and we were told, even in a court of law, if you were to defend your design, do you know what they told us? Even Google is used as evidence.
Oh. So they can actually go back and be like, Kiarie started
yes,
this?
so yeah, when did you post your first photo? They say it's 2018. So maybe your imitator has posted in 2022.
So
There.
that is binding in a court of law?
Yes.
Oh, good to know.
It is.
Exactly,
The
because so
photos
many
save you.
designers struggle with that. Like
Yes.
you have sat down years of brainstorming and thinking about this piece.
Yes.
And then someone just comes and clones it.
Yes, and especially if it's someone who they can tell has, now with technology, we can always know who has been following you, who has known about you. If it's someone who knows, like Joy has existed, Joy has been doing this,
Right.
then this is almost like premeditated. They can't wake up and say, no, I didn't know Joy existed, I didn't know Kiarie Afrika. No, you always,
Exactly.
But for me, I always say, you can create even the same thing as designers.
Yeah.
But it's always about who you are as a person, what you're representing. And people forget one very important thing, your aura.
No one can match your aura.
That one can be stolen. That one is not getting stolen anytime.
I love that.
That one is not getting stolen
No one
anytime.
can steal that from you.
No.
Exactly.
You see, like the way you carry yourself, Joy, and all that. Nobody is gonna take this away from you.
That's
They can
true.
try. They can even if someone does another podcast and all that, but none can do it like Joy.
Exactly.
They can only do it like themselves.
Like themselves, exactly.
So that's the beauty about aura.
Exactly.
Yes, and being
that's
your
true.
authentic
and so many
self.
creators actually struggle with a lot of that.
Yes.
Because creators feel like someone is just coming to steal my creativity online. I mean, don't focus on that, yeah?
No.
Don't focus on that.
Focus on building yourself. Focus on creating more designs. Because, I mean, you are the one with the brain.
Yeah.
They can't steal everything.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. I love... I don't know if I'm supposed to mention her here, but you all know Patricia Kehoro. I met Patricia
I
Kehoro.
love Patricia.
Patricia has been one of my biggest fans. I think she has the earrings, the feather earrings in all colors.
Oh.
And Kambua also. Kambua has been one of my biggest, like she's always telling people about Kiarie Afrika.
Oh,
She's sent clients
brilliant.
to my page, to everywhere. There's so many, I can't even mention them all. There'll be a whole list. We'll spend a whole afternoon here mentioning very great women in my life who have also helped me in building the brand. And I remember Patricia told me, it doesn't matter who copies you. We as your clients will always know the original designer. Those were Patricia Kehoro's words.
Wow.
Like we as your clients always know who was the original designer.
Regardless. Forget about it.
Forget about it. It should be, it's a non-issue.
All right.
Yes, it's a non-issue because people will, and there's something interesting, Joy, about the universe. The universe always awards authenticity.
That's true.
Yeah,
That is
and the Maasai people are a good example. They have not stopped, and that's why for me I've always thought that's the reason why they are the biggest representation of Kenya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also going to say that you won Accessories Designer of the Year 2024, by the way.
Yes.
Shout out to you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and no one can take that away from you. Because
Nobody.
your authenticity spoke for itself, right?
It did, and that
Yeah.
award meant so much because it means that the world is seeing you,
Is
people are
watching.
seeing you,
Yeah.
they're watching. And it's an honor to even receive an award. Thank you so much to Grand Fashion Awards for the recognition.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was super, super grateful. And that's also a reason for me to sit here and tell you it is doable, guys. There's so much possibilities in this world.
Possibilities are endless.
They're there.
They're endless.
Yes.
And I want to talk about the shells that you
The
have
crown.
on. Yes.
Yes. It's beautiful.
It's giving queen.
It is. So the crown, if you can count, it has the 9. So the 9, in my 𝐀𝐬𝐤 culture, we always talk about the 9 daughters of 𝐬𝐭𝐬 and Mumbi.
Hey, you've taken us back, actually.
Yeah, so this is just a representation of our clans. In my culture, there were 10. Let's say there were 10 daughters, but there's a reason why we go with 9. The culture is deep. The 𝐀𝐬𝐤 culture is deep.
I think we need to bring you back to talk about that specifically.
So this is also an honor of the clans you
and
have
that's
in
thoughtful.
It is, because like I said, when you're creating something, and for me, I always insist, I create from an ancestry background. I create from a culture background, because I realize that the only thing joy you can sell in this world and for people that people can buy is culture, is authenticity.
That's true.
It's the only thing. That's why the Maasai have always won. That's why the Maasai have always, I mean, people pay top dollar to go to a Maasai village.
That's
and just
true, to get the souvenirs.
Yes.
Yeah.
People come from all over the world to just meet a Maasai and be with a Maasai.
And be like, yeah.
Yes. And they feel like they have achieved so much in life. Like I've met an original, an authentic Maasai woman or Maasai man. Yeah. It's culture.
It's culture.
And that's why for me, I insist. And if people come to my bio, you can one of the titles I give myself is a cultural enthusiast, because I insist so much, because culture is our identity.
It is.
It's who we are.
Exactly, and also your earrings.
Yes, the
I think
circle.
I saw a video that you were saying you created some pieces from sufurias.
Yes, what you're wearing now.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Zoom in, zoom in.
What you're wearing now.
This is beautiful.
Even the ring.
Even the ring.
Yes.
Goodness.
Because
you're so creative for
you
this.
talked about upcycling. Because they've made Africa a dumping place, and we also must decolonize sustainability. This is a conversation we need to have.
Thank you.
They've made Africa a dumping space, a dumping site.
That's true.
And
I've seen Ghana a lot.
you have. So for us, it's also, even as we create from scratch, you also have to start now being in the upcycling and recycling industry, because there's so much being dumped here. But the beauty about Africans is that now we are turning them into very beautiful masterpieces. And then guess what? We make masterpieces, and you who dumped this to us, you also
You're
buy.
gonna come and buy it. You will come and buy it.
Beauty of Africa.
I love it. And your feathers. Let's talk about that as well.
The feathers.
This is like such a huge part of you, because they're earrings.
Yes. When you mention Kiarie, you see feathers.
You see feathers. I think you should add that to your logo.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the feathers, it's interesting because I did a research. And this research went beyond Africa. It went to the Caribbean. It went to the Aboriginals, like the Red Indians, who are the original Americans and all that. And I realized that in every aspect of every tribe, there were feathers. Even the Luo people, you've seen their feathers.
Exactly.
There's always an aspect of feathers. Because I learned that feathers connect us to the spirit world, the ancestry. They connect us above. So look at a bird with feathers again.
Right.
I saw me creating pieces with feathers because I saw myself as a bird. And the only reason I saw myself as a bird is the freedom a bird has. A bird can fly anywhere. It can decide, you know what, today I'm going to go fly to Karen. And it will do that. You can be stopped. The roads can be, anything can happen.
Yeah.
And you're told, oh, the roads are unpassable. But look at a bird.
Freedom.
It can fly from Africa, and in some few months, you hear it's in Europe.
Exactly.
Before you go to Europe, the embassy has to decide if you're going or not.
Your bank statement.
Yes, it's them to decide if you're granting you the visa or not. So what is more free than a bird? So what does birds do? They have feathers.
Right.
So observe even your chickens at home, how they drop feathers everywhere. So when I came in, there was a feather that dropped. Even there's an orange feather. And for me, I love that when feathers drop, because it's you marking everywhere you go. People can never forget you. And one of my slogans is unforgettable, like unseen, because everywhere you go, people will be like, we've not seen anyone like you. Of course, yes, I'm the first. Because tell me where you've seen Joy in black with a blue neck piece.
Where?
And yes, unseen. This is the first time.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, and unforgettable. Yeah, and unapologetic.
Those are the words. Those are the words. Very bold.
Yes.
It's giving statement.
Yeah.
It's giving unforgettable.
Yes.
This will forever be remembered.
So I always tell people, when you wear anything feather creation by Kiarie, experience freedom.
Freedom.
And it's true. Do you know, it's interesting. If you walk around with this neck piece, you can come tell me, you can even tell your viewers, your walking style will change. You'll start walking like a queen automatically.
You
like
feel it.
even your gears change. Like, you know, it's like you're telling the universe, a queen is, please excuse me.
Yeah.
There's this great woman passing. Yeah.
You need to recognize. Everybody stop.
Yes. And so for me, I saw the
for
connection
you.
of feathers even with just beyond Africa, even with...
Yeah.
Because again, when you talk about ancestry, you've had people doing a test these days where they want to find their ancestry.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll be shocked if you did yours, you'd be sent to some country you never thought of.
Yeah.
And you're told, you know, Joy, we see you might have come from the Caribbean. You might have come from this place.
Exactly.
Thinking you're very Kenyan. You can't be
Yeah.
Kenyan 100%. So it told me that we are connected.
We are connected somehow.
Every one of us.
Exactly.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, I love that.
So when you talk about ancestry, it's not just my ancestors as 𝐬𝐭𝐬𝐿.
Exactly.
It's all over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we'd love to see, do you have any pieces you want to show us
Yes.
that we need to pay attention to? And if
So
you're not
this is my
following
favorite
her,
crown,
wow,
the 𝐬𝐭𝐬 crown.
Wow.
I call it the Mombi crown.
that is beautiful.
And the two hanging around, they represent the hangi. In 𝐬𝐭𝐬 used to wear hangi. And because in our modern world, most women will not be comfortable walking around wear hangi. But I decided to create something that if you wear, it still has remember I said symbolism.
Symbolism.
Yes, why are you doing this?
Exactly.
So it's more like you're redefining your own culture in your own terms.
Let me see that.
Yes.
Lovely. Ooh, this is nice. Kiarie, I might steal these things from you.
Yeah. Joy
Please.
leo amejitetea. You can see
kindly.
that.
Oh, this looks so nice.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
And these are my famous
Feather earrings.
Feather earrings.
Uh-huh.
You've seen this. So like this is beads and feathers.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And this is, like I said, from the famous aluminiums and all these pans being thrown and dumped in Africa. You can create
Well,
something.
like we can
These
repurpose
are-
that.
Yes. So, and then this is what I said about ancestry. For example, the piece here, this rattan is made in Rwanda. This is Rwandese. So for me, it's about connecting also not just Kenya, but other African countries.
like
So you
that.
look at Rwanda and see what can I borrow from them? What can I connect? And then now bring it into something, create. Yes. So for me, even the women who are my suppliers and all that, they are not just Kenyans.
Yes.
I can decide maybe I want to create from raffia from Nigeria or from the rattan from Rwanda. It can be anything.
Anywhere.
Yes, as long as
Wow.
it's African.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really like this.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Ooh. Ah, my God, this color.
Yes. And then there's also that where we feel like we don't need to be popping. Africans need to move away from that.
Please pop. Please pop.
I mean,
Stand
come
out.
on, people. Come on. We
Stand
are
out.
beautiful,
Wow.
colorful people.
The pieces are just
Yes.
different.
And if you notice that my pieces are very bold.
very bold statement.
Because
Yes.
I also realized we are coming from a colonial point of view where we always want to feel safe.
Yeah.
Even
Safe
in
is
dress-
boring.
Yes. Oh, what will
Safe
my
is
neighbor
boring.
say? What will my workmate
No one
say?
cares.
So if our ancestors thought about it that way, they will never have been showing up the way they used to show
Exactly.
up. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if you follow me,
Please
you'll
tell
get-
people where to follow you because I know so many people are interested. Where can they get you?
So on all social media platforms, Facebook is Kiarie Afrika, Instagram is Kiarie_Afrika, and let me also mention it's Africa with a K, not Africa with a C, because even our names, there's so much colonization to happen. Even the way we pronounce, you write Africa and you're told, no, this is not the original
I think I
Africa.
just need you to bring you for this particular conversation. Yes. Exactly. And thank you so much. What would you tell people who have watched this? Like just one thing to get out of this whole conversation.
I would tell people that we as Africans matter. You matter, I matter, we all matter. We are beautiful people, and it is our time. I told people that people should watch the shift. There's a shift happening.
Yes.
There's a shift happening. I don't know if anyone can feel it.
I feel it.
There's a shift happening, and the shift is that it is time for Africa. I mean, you can even tell by all this, we are getting so much attention now.
Exactly.
Because people have realized that Africa is actually the cradle of mankind.
Oh, it is.
So
really
if that memo hasn't gotten to you, please let it just start now.
Let it sink in.
Start feeling it.
Yes.
And you only have one life. You need to live in the present. And the present means if it's a Monday, show up on a Monday, looking like you're not going to see a Tuesday. Of course, you're going to see it, but just show up on a Monday. It's
And
a Wednesday.
fully.
I'm looking like this.
Yes,
People
we are
have
looking
met
like
me.
this.
Yes.
Exactly.
So be unapologetic about how you show up, about your roots, about your ethnicity, about your heritage. Be very unapologetic.
Exactly.
And also representation. How do you represent yourself? How do you want the world to see you, to remember you?
To remember you.
So for me, I want them to remember me as this woman who was unapologetic,
bold, and unforgettable. And I have a gift for you. Just stay right there.
Thank you.
We have something. We have gifts. Eh?
Like I said, the women is about receiving.
We're receiving.
Yes.
So thank you so much, 𝐬𝐿, also, yet again, just for having us. Thank you for your spaces. Thank you for 𝐬𝐿. 𝐬𝐿 is just empowering creators at this point. So if you're a creator and you've not come to 𝐬𝐿 Hotel, please take that time to come in. So we have a gift also from Tusker Cider, our production sponsors for this season. And the gifts are, hey, let me just leave it there. So not gifts.
We love gifts. And I'm ready with my kyondo.
You're ready to put them. Kwanza, you have a big one. We have a whole package for you from Tusker Cider. And this is just a representation of the woman you are. Yeah, so let me just help you open it.
I love this. I love the material they've used.
You already know.
Yes.
They are fashion forward.
I love that.
Yes, so you have the gifts in there. I think maybe you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I need people to see.
Exactly.
Something.
Yes.
Let's start with this.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you may open, but you may open later.
Let me open that later.
This is a microphone.
Okay.
So I know you need it.
Yes, for podcast.
Yes.
Oh, look
Tell
at this.
me you love that.
Sweet tunda, dried pineapple. Definitely. Going organic.
Oh, yes.
This is very good.
And they're very good.
Yes. Thank you so much. Oh, let's see what else.
Goodies on goodies.
Oh my, don't tell me it's going to be a beautiful weekend.
More and more. Ooh, Tusker Cider.
Look at that, people. I mean, if you're not drinking Tusker, I don't know what you're drinking.
And you said it's among your favorite brands or your favorite?
No, for me, if you don't find me drinking a Tusker, then maybe I'm drinking water. Maybe it has to be water. Because Tusker is one of my best brands.
Right.
Yes, anywhere I go, I'll order Tusker. It has to be a Tusker. Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's because we've grown up seeing our fathers take it. And I love now that you have a variety of different tastes. And of course, cider is...
It's richly flavored.
It is. Even for women, it's very friendly even to women.
I love that.
So thank you so much, Tusker.
Yes, your weekend has begun early.
Yes, it has. Let me tell you, this bag is so full.
It's so full. Goodies, you know.
And there's a box here.
Yes.
Let's see what's in the box.
Oh, you love that. Let's see. Oh, it's a candle.
It's vanilla and lily.
Ooh.
Wow.
I love that.
Thank you so much.
Let's see. Let's open it. Actually, I've not opened it also, so...
Oh, okay. So this is...
You're like a first unboxing.
Okay.
Let's do this.
People, are you ready? Drum roll.
It's branded also. I love it. Oh, this is beautiful.
See that, people?
Oh my goodness, a gimbal.
I mean, now I don't have an excuse of not making more and more videos.
No excuses, please.
I don't have an excuse.
Wow, this is so nice.
It is.
Yeah. Oh my
Thank you so much.
And I can see the label, Yani, on brand, straight on brand. Thank you so much. Cider. I hope you love them.
No, I do.
You love them?
Especially where there's a candle.
Yes.
Oh my. And also the candles. They're actually now telling me, you know, the future even for Kiarie Afrika is bright. Go light it up.
That's such a lesson.
Symbolic gifts. Symbolic gifts. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming to the podcast.
Me too.
We're so honored to have you.
I'll have to pack this now in my chondo.
Yes, in your chondo.
Yes, and go back bearing gifts.
And if you've not grabbed your Tusker Cider, I don't know what you're waiting for. The weekend can start now again.
See that? Even the bag.
But you have a tote bag on top of that.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much, Miss Kiarie.
Asante sana. I appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, and for educating our youths and our young girls also who are just trying to just grow out of their shells.
Thank you
literally.
so much. Yeah.
So I want to thank you all for watching this episode up to here. And if you have stayed tuned, I hope you learned something good. So my name is Joy Mido.
And I'm Kiarie Afrika.
And we will see you at the next episode. Remember to subscribe and ciao.
Bye-bye.